My life was very empty before there. I always wanted to connect to something, and I felt like I was scrabbling left and right. One of my longest relationships was with an atheistic Satanist, and I knew him for 6 years and dated him for 3, and I not only was there that, but in my process of trying to scramble, trying to find something to attach to, I was in a cult for 3 months because we have such a great internet connection. That's how I found out about that cult in the first place. Was I was just looking around, looking online, and lo and behold, I fell into something that was evil. The path I was taking wasn't right at all. I just felt something in my gut I always chalked this up to my anxiety, but I figured that I didn't want this. I wanted no part of it. All of a sudden, it kind of threw me into a panic, and I just dropped everything from that, and I never looked back on it. And what started me out on my path of Christ was after my relationship. The online world is it's a wonderful thing. I had another friend of mine at that time who's a very devout Christian, and he was the person I started to get comfortable with talking about God, and he was really hammered it into me about what God's love is and what that understanding is. It really kind of put into perspective that I was needing something, and to say that I was starting on the path of Christ, it really just came up like that. It just came up suddenly. And some people say it's supposed to be very big, and it's this grandiose wave of relief. I felt like a deer caught in headlights for the first few weeks. And then for a while, it was just something I was like, is this really for me? Am I doing something right? And I gave myself time, and that's where I was able to grow where I'm at, and especially going to Highlands, which has been a very big support and helped me grow in that aspect as well. It's been a completely noticeable difference where, my friend, he said, you've been more bubbly, you've been cheerful more, you've been more patient, and it's just work of God and work of, being patient with myself. And not only is it just, work of God and faith, but I'm also I've been doing therapy, I've got medication for my anxiety. But again, I think definitely being in faith really has helped me for the better.